it. It's much appreciated, the effort you're making to be with your child tonight. This is a special night just for 7th graders. Want to go over just a few housekeeping things. Boys and girls, if you're here tonight, you have a schedule in your packet. If you bring that to class tomorrow, that's your homework excuse, okay? You must remember your schedule. Also in your packet is an additional homework pass for later on in November. So save that, you might need it sometime. There's a certificate of attendance. There's evaluation forms for both students and parents. We would really appreciate your feedback. We read them. In every speaker classroom, there's this plastic evaluation box. If you could quickly fill out the form, both students and parents, and pop it in the box, that's much appreciated. There's a map of the high school, but we have our wonderful high school student council members here tonight. They're dressed in navy blue and khaki. They are going to guide you after our keynote address. You might have to go to room 209. They're going to hold up little things and say 200s, and they're going to guide you back to the high school. Don't forget, kids, you're going to be at the very last session with your mom or dad or guardian. So at the very last session, that's when you leave and you won't have to go searching for them. I don't want to waste a lot of time because the most important thing tonight is listening to the message that we want to send to all of you. And tonight, we have Chris Poulos, our keynote speaker, to do that. He is the 1991 Bicycle Stunt World Champion. Woo! He has won 85 gold medals in worldwide competitions, and his message today to share with you is just how we can all lead better and safer lives. So it's my pleasure to introduce to you Chris Poulos.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks. How's everybody doing today? Good, good. My name is Chris Poulos, like you just heard. I'm a pro bike stunt rider. I've been asked to come here tonight so I can share with you guys some ways that you can all lead better and safer lives. If you guys are good while I do that, I'm also going to share with you some of my favorite stunts too. You guys want to see that? Good, good. How many of you guys like to watch TV? How many of you guys like to watch the X Games? How many of you guys like to play video games? Anybody have any Tony Hawk's games? How many of you guys think that I look like Tony Hawk? Yeah, I get that all the time. Not him though, he's a skater, I'm a biker. Today, got a lot of things to do. I'm going to be talking about a few things, I'm going to be doing some stunts, I'll be looking for a couple volunteers, got a lot of things planned. Now, let me just do this. Let me just give you a couple quick rules just to keep things orderly and safe. Rule number 1, please stay in your seats during the show. If anybody needs to leave the room for any reason while I'm doing the show, just stay close to the edge and don't walk across the floor on me because I don't want to run you over. Rule number 2, I got a lot of things I'm going to be talking about, okay? But I'm going to be doing stunts too. If you guys see something that you like while I'm doing stunts, don't be afraid to make some noise because I want to have a fun time too. Can you guys make some noise? Alright, good, good, good. Alright, I'm going to start my show off with a stunt. I'm going to show you guys the first stunt that I ever learned in my life. Let me know if you like it. Let me know if you think you can do it. Let me know whatever you think about this stunt. But remember, it's the first one I ever learned when I was 6 years old. Watch this. You guys like that? How many of you guys thought that was easy? How many of you guys are sitting there looking at each other like, I can do that? I know, I know. Let me tell you something. I'm showing you that for a reason. Remember this. No matter what you do in life, you have to learn how to do the easy stuff before you learn the hard stuff. It's the way life is. Now, if I couldn't ride my bike with no hands, this next stunt would be impossible. Always learn the easy stuff first because it makes the harder stuff easier too. Watch this. Let me know if you like this better. Remember, it took me about 3 years to learn how to do this, and if I couldn't ride with no hands, it would be impossible. Watch this. You guys like that? I don't hear you guys. Thank you, thank you. Now the hardest thing about this is not getting up here, it's getting down safely. Let me see if I can get back on the bike for you. Help. I'm just kidding. You guys like that? Thanks. All right, let me do this. Let me tell you guys a quick story. When I was 15 years old, I left the United States for the first time in my life to go to a bike competition. Now, I've been in 413 contests, and I've been in 40 countries and 48 states competing. The first time I left the United States, I went to Australia. From Rhode Island, where I live now, to Australia, it's about a 25-hour flight. I didn't think we'd ever get there, but when I did get there, it was pretty cool. We went hiking while I was there, we went on a safari, we went on a helicopter ride over the Great Barrier Reef, but then it was time for my bike competition. We were in a big arena. It was like 10 times the size of this room. There was 20,000 seats around, ceilings that were 200 feet high. There was a motocross track in there for the Moto X guys. There was dirt jumps and ramps. It was all ready for the competition. The people that ran the contest, ESPN, they brought in these two guys to talk about what it was like to live there. One guy brought with him some hula hoops. He stood in the middle of the room with them. He had a partner with some boomerangs who stood near the edge of the room, a couple hundred feet away. That guy would take his hula hoops, he'd juggle them up in the air. He'd spin them on the ground, hold one against his face. Whatever he did, the guy with the boomerangs would throw them through. It was pretty cool. Imagine if the guy was standing in the middle of the room here juggling like 10 hula hoops. This guy would be throwing boomerangs one at a time. Every time the hula hoop went through its peak, another boomerang would go through, they'd come right back to his hand. Everything was perfect. Me, I was 15 back at the time, remember? I went up to the guy with the boomerang, and I said to him, I said, that was pretty cool, but I think I can do it too. Just as good as you did. I said, can I try it? He said, sure. And he handed me one of them. He said, go stand in my spot. So I did. He told his friend, hold the hula hoop up for this guy. So his friend was holding the hula hoop over his head. I was down at the other end of the room thinking to myself, this is going to be cool. I took good aim because I didn't want to miss. I threw the boomerang like he did. I stuck my hand in the air, and I waited because I figured it's going to go around and go through and come back to my hand. It didn't work like that. That guy was throwing the boomerangs perfectly. When I threw it, it went straight, and it hit someone in the head. I tried a couple times, but I couldn't do it. How many of you guys ever tried to do something you thought was going to be easy, and you couldn't do it? How many of you guys ever tried to do something you're normally pretty good at, but made a mistake at it? How many of you guys ever had one of those two things happen, but then you had someone laugh at you because you couldn't do it? Or tease you about it? Or make you feel bad in some way? That's what happened to me that day, too. People were laughing at me. People were teasing me. People were making fun of me because I couldn't throw that boomerang. I was very embarrassed, and I wished I was at home. All of a sudden, I remember thinking to myself, though, if I see anybody mess up at something, I'm going to keep this fresh in my mind, and I still do to this day. If I see people make mistakes now, I say, good job, good try it again. If I know what they're doing, I give them helpful advice. But I don't laugh at people, I don't tease people, and I don't make fun of people, because I know what that feels like. That hurts. You know that too. Here's what I want you to remember. If you ever see anybody mess up at something, or do something wrong, before you say anything to them, take a split second and think about how you would feel if you were the one out there making that mistake. Because if you can do that, it'll change what you say to them. It'll change what you do, it'll make them feel better. Now, when I came back from Australia, I had that in my head. It's still there to this day. But I also had another idea. I said, wouldn't it be cool if I could take my bike and do a stunt that looks like a boomerang? You guys want to see what I made up? Watch this. I call this a boomerang and a bike, okay? It took me a few weeks to figure out how to do it, but it came out pretty well. I'm not going to throw my bike, it won't hit me, don't worry. I'm going to jump around the bike. Let me know if you like it when I'm done. How's that? You guys like that? Thanks. Let me do this. I'm going to do 3 boomerangs in a row, because it's more fun for me. You like it too. Every time I jump around, I'll do something different with my feet, so my feet will touch a different part of the bike every time I go around. Let me know if you like this better. Here's 3 boomerangs in a row. How's that? Thank you. Thank you. All right, let me do this. Let me tell you guys a little bit about this sport. The official name of the sport is bike stunt riding. It's been around for over 30 years. Now, the purpose to this sport is to make things better, make things harder, and record what we do for the future so people will know more about it. Now, when I was 10, I started competing. I told my parents at that time that I wanted to do this for a job. And my parents said to me, they said, that's wonderful, but you can't be a bike rider for a job. You have to have a real job. I told them, I said, I don't care what you say, I'm going to be a bike rider when I grow up. They said, okay, listen, promise us this. You can try your hardest and do your best at it, but have a backup plan too. Do well in school and go to college, just in case it doesn't work out. I said, all right, this is my job. This is what I get paid to do. I've been doing it professionally for 22 years. But I did do well in school, and I did go to college. I have a degree in physical education. I could be a phys ed teacher if I want to. I don't, but I can if I want to. Now, seriously though, it makes me feel safe and happy and proud of myself that I can be a teacher anytime I want to. It also helps me do my show and talk to you people. But you know what? The first day of college, I had like a life-changing experience. I had a class about the history of sports. That day I learned what the oldest sport in recorded history was. It really helped me to understand my sport better. Anyone think they know what the oldest sport in recorded history is? Raise your hand if you know what you're telling me. What do you think it is? Yell it out. Lacrosse, good guess. No. Anybody else? What do you think? Viking, no. That'd be cool for me though. Way up there, yell it out. Hockey, good guess. No. Running is the oldest sport. Running. Let me tell you something, guys. You want to play more sports? Join a team, hire a coach, go to the library. Want to be a bike stunt rider? There's no teams around here. There's no coaches around. There's books in the library aren't much help either, because this sport is new. It's 30 years old. Most sports are hundreds of thousands of years old. Watch this. I'm going to make my sport better for you guys right in front of your eyes today. I had an idea one day. I said, wouldn't it be cool if I could stand my bike up like this and then do a boomerang? You guys want to see that happen? Watch this. Now, remember, when I do a boomerang, I jump around the bike, I land on the other side, and I ride away. If I do that same stunt with the bike standing, which way will I jump? I'll go up, right, over the top. Hopefully land on the other side safely and ride away. Now, I thought this stunt was 10 times harder than boomerang, so I was thinking what to call it. I like to name my stunts. I looked up in my trusty thesaurus, the word 10, I saw decade. I said, that's a cool name, so I call it a decade. Let me know if you like it when I'm done. It's very fast. Here's my decade. How's that? You guys like that? Thank you very much. Thank you. All right, let me do this. Let me have some volunteers. Let me have 4 people. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take one person from each section just to keep it fair. You wear top on because you're with the hat. Number 46, the blue shirt. Come to the circle if I pick it. All right, the one everyone's pointing at. Come here, you. And I need somebody over here. Let's see. How about this girl in the middle? Come here. Everybody in the circle. Right here in the circle. All right, perfect. All right, my volunteers spread out evenly around the circle. Face outside the circle, whatever way that is for you, and sit down facing that direction. Have a seat. Okay, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to ask everybody 4 questions. Answer my questions by raising your hand. Question number 1. Does anybody know one of these 4 people? Hold your hand up high if you know one of them. Look at all the hands. It's a lot of you. Put your hands down. Question number 2. Does anybody live on the same street as one of these people? About 3 of you. That's okay. You can't all live on the same street. It's a big town. Put your hands down. How about this? Is anybody related to one of these people that you'll admit to? A couple. You know what? I laugh every time. I was on an island once doing this exact same show, and there was probably about this many people there, and I had 4 kids. I do the same thing all the time. Anyway, I said to the crowd, is anyone related to this person? The whole audience raised their hand. I'm like, I gotta get out of here. Anyway, seriously though, let me tell you something. Here's what I really want to know. This is a big question. Take a good look at all 4 of these people. I want to know if you've seen one of them, even if it's just one of them that you don't know. Does anybody not know one of these people? Hold your hand up high if there's someone out here you don't know. Look at all those hands. It's just about everybody. Put your hands down. Guys, let me tell you something. This goes for everybody. One of the greatest gifts in life is friendship. Don't be afraid to make friends. It's nice to have someone to spend time with, hang out with, do things with, but if you treat your friends bad, you're not going to have them for very long. You cannot go around making fun of people or beating people up or teasing people and expecting them to still want to hang out with you. Now let me tell you this. When I was in 8th grade, I went to middle school, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. There was 550 kids. By the time I was in 8th grade, I knew every single kid in the school. When I was in 5th grade, I knew every kid in that school too. okay? Because I talk to people. I talk to everybody from a big mouth. Now, let's say if I was hanging out with you four. Let's say we were in a library or something, or doing something appropriate that we could talk. I don't know any of you, but if you're around, I'm gonna be like, hey, I'm Chris. What's your name? Angela. It's nice to meet you, Angela. I'm Chris. What's your name? What is it? Cara? Nice to meet you, Cara. What's your name? Eli? I'm Chris. Nice to meet you. What's your name? Matt. Chris. Nice to meet you. You guys see that? I just made 4 new friends, instantly. Let's say if I see them again somewhere, maybe I'll forget their names, that happens. But if I do, I'm not gonna ignore them. I'm not gonna pretend I never saw them before. I'm gonna go right up to them and be like, hey, I saw you at the school that night I was doing the show. I remember you, but I can't remember what your name is. What is it again? Eli. Did you remember my name? What is it? You don't know, do you? That's all right. It happens. It happens. My name is Chris. You'll never forget it now. Seriously though, just make as many friends as you can. Don't be afraid to talk to people, all right? Now, let me tell you this. About a month ago, I was in the supermarket in my house. Right in my house, we have a super stop and shop. You guys probably have one of those up here too. I'm walking down the aisle, pushing my shopping cart. My wife's with me, putting food in. She's got the list. My kids are with us. We're trying to keep them at the carrot, 6 and 8 years old. I look up the aisle, I see somebody I know. Now, I hadn't seen this guy in 20 years, but I knew exactly who he was. And remember, I talk to everybody. I know a lot of people. I'm walking towards him, I'm saying to myself, I can't believe it's him. I haven't seen him in so long. Do I want to say hi to him? Do I want to see what's going on in his life now? Nah, I turn around and look the other way. My wife's like, where you going? I need something down there. I'm like, come here, quick. We went to the end of the aisle. My kids came with, all 4 of us, with the end of the aisle on the cap. And we're looking around the corner at the guy. And I'm pointing at him, and people are going by looking at us like we're nuts. I said to my wife, I said, see that guy down there? She said, yeah, what about him? I said, he used to beat me up when I was a kid. He was the bully in my neighborhood. He moved away 20 years ago. It was the happiest day of my life. Now he's back. Now, it's not like I'm worried about him beating me up. I'm an adult now. But let me tell you, here's the sad thing, all right? Because he treated me so bad, I didn't want to talk to him. I wasn't prepared to talk to some guy that used to beat me up walking through the store. I went the other way. Now, the next day I saw a friend of mine. I said, hey, guess who's back in town? He said, I know. He said, he lost his job. His wife left him. He lives with his parents with his 2 kids. They have no friends. He's got no money. He's in a tough place. I felt bad. But you know what? Like I said, treat people well. Here's how this relates to you guys. You don't want someone not to want to talk to you. You don't want someone not there to help you. If you treat people well, you won't have to worry about stuff like that. Now, I'm not telling you not to give people second chances. People make mistakes, people mess up, people also change. All right, if I see him again, knowing the situation he's in especially, I'll say hi to him and see what happens. You can bet if he pushes me around, I'm not going to help him with anything. But if he's nice to me, I know a lot of people. I can probably help him get a job. I've got kids the same age as him. There's a good situation can happen, all right? Treat people well. Now, my 4 volunteers, stand up. Good. I need 4 more volunteers. Go pick someone out of the audience, real quick. Anybody you want. Make it fast. No, 1 person. All right, all 8 of you, come here, quick. Come on over here, guys. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna give you something to hold. Come here, come here. We're gonna have all day. My clock is ticking here. Hold this. Who's with you? You? Go sit in the circle, please. Don't put that stuff on. Who's with you? Go sit down. Hold that. Hold on a minute. Hold these. Be careful with that. That's broken. Don't cut yourself. And this is broken also. Okay, go sit down. Everybody in the middle of the circle. Everyone in the middle. All right, guys, let me just tell you one more thing about what I'm saying here. All right, if you treat people well, you're going to get another great thing in life, respect. I have people that come up to me all the time, middle schools especially, and they're like, I respect you a lot. And I want to know why. What am I doing right in my life? I'll say, well, why do you respect me? Because you do awesome stunts. And I sit there thinking to myself, that has nothing to do with respect. You don't respect someone because they're talented, or they're rich, or they're beautiful. You respect someone because they treat you well. You respect someone because they're true to their word, they don't lie. I respect people that stand up for others. That doesn't mean you go beat somebody up. It means you stand up for what you believe in, you speak up for what's wrong in the world, okay? That's the kind of things I respect. Now, if you earn respect, people want you around, they value your opinion. It's a good thing for everybody, all right? If you have respect and you keep yourself healthy and safe, you can become anything in this world. That's my whole life, and I'm very happy. I keep myself safe, doing the stuff I should, using the equipment I need. I earn respect by living my life by the way I tell you guys to. All right? Now, I want to show you the things I use to keep myself safe. It's important to me. I'm going to do that right now. You four with the pads, stand up. Hold these up high so everybody can see them. If I ride a bike on a ramp, I put elbow pads and knee pads on because I'm falling from the sky. My record's 25 feet in the air. If I fall from 25 feet in the air and hit my elbow or my knee, I'm going to break it without this stuff on. People ask me too, like, why are the knee pads so big? Because my knees are bigger than my elbows. Let me have a big hand for these four. Put those behind the speakers and then go back to your seats. You four with the helmets. Stand up. All right, helmets. Hold these up high. Snowboard helmet, skateboard helmet, bike helmet, broken motocross helmets. If I do any extreme sports, I protect my head. Deep inside my head is my brain. It controls my memories, my vision, my movements, my knowledge, everything I am and everything I'll ever be in life. You damage your brain, you could ruin your life forever. Keep it safe at all costs, guys. You don't want to ruin your life forever. Let me have a big hand for these people showing you my home. You can put those back and then go back to your seats. All right. Now, you guys have been so patient with all that information. I'm going to give you a break and show you some of my favorite stunts. You guys want to see that? I don't know, it doesn't sound like it. You guys want to see this? The first stunt that I'm going to show you guys, this is called a funky chicken. Let me know if you guys like my funky chicken. Watch this. You guys like that? Thanks. The next one I'll show you guys, this is my son's favorite stunt. My son is 6 years old and he thinks he's my coach. Let me know if you like this. It's called surfing. Love this. How's that? Thanks. The next one I'll show you guys, this is called the backyard. I got the idea for this from the funky chicken, and because I do it in the back of the bike, I call it a backyard. Hold on one second. I didn't get the idea. A little more backyard. All right, who wants to see my favorite stunt? My favorite stunt. All right, watch this. This is my all-time favorite. I love this stunt. It's called the hitchhiker. It took me about 7 years to learn it. It's very complicated. All right, it's also the second hardest stunt I can do on the ground. Let me know if you like it. Watch this. This is my hitchhiker. You guys like that one? Thanks. All right. Let me have 4 more volunteers. Different people, you cannot come out twice. You with the hat on, with the coat, come here. Let's see. The girl in the top with the bluish, I don't know, pink or something, colorblind. You're looking around, yeah, you. I'm colorblind, so don't ask me what color you're wearing. Let's see. How about you with glasses? Come here. I need someone in this section. We're going with the jean jacket and going with this one. Wait a minute. All right, here's what we're going to do. I would like to talk to you guys for a second. You can sit down for a second about teamwork. When you're part of a team, you try your hardest and you do your best at everything. Whether it's something you want to do or not. Whether it's with someone you like or not, it doesn't matter. If you try your hardest and do your best at everything, your life gets easier. If you don't, life gets more difficult. How many of you guys have ever had to do something twice because you didn't try hard enough and do it right the first time? Yeah, me too. How many of you guys have ever had to clean your room? Yeah, get used to it. It lasts forever. Well, you know what? When I was in 7th grade, we had an amusement park near where I used to live, and I wanted to go on a roller coaster one year. They just got a new loop roller coaster, and my parents always say, oh, we'll go next weekend, next weekend, next weekend, next weekend. I'm like, all right. One Saturday morning, my friend knocks on the door. He said, Chris, we're going to the amusement park if you want to come. I said, that'd be awesome. Let me ask my mom if I can go. She said, yeah, you can go after you clean your room. Okay, I went up to clean my room, looked around. I said, this is going to take me like an hour. So I shoved everything under the bed. What didn't fit under the bed went in the closet. I walked out the door. My mom stopped me. She goes, come here. She says, there's no way you clean that room that fast. She went up to look, found out I was right, pulled everything out from under the bed and put it on the bed. She said, do it again. I lost my trip. Okay, I didn't get to go because I took too much time doing it, and my friend's dad wanted to leave. I learned something that day. I learned sometimes you're going to miss out on the fun things because you got work to do. It's the way life is. But there's nothing in my life worse than doing something I hate twice. Okay? Always try your hardest and do your best. Because sometimes you will go on to those fun things and you don't want to do things you hate twice. Now, teamwork goes back to friendship. When you're part of a team, you share, you help, you cooperate, you work together. You're not making fun of anyone, you're not teasing anybody, you're not beating anybody up. That's not part of life, it shouldn't be part of anything, all right? Now, these four and me, we're gonna give you a fun, simple example of teamwork that you can see, something visual. Now, you can be anything to be a team. A family's a team. So is a classroom or a school, okay? You can be working with someone. The four of you and me, we're gonna be a basketball team. Stand up. We each have a job to do. We do our jobs right, we get a basket. Whoops. We don't, we miss. Who wants to have the easiest job? Come here. Hey, somebody's got to take it. Stand right here. Who would like the most important job? I want to all jump at once. All right, come here. Right here. Who would like the easiest job? Oh, he's already got it. You can have the hardest job then. Come here. See how that works? They're all easy. I'm just messing with you guys. Come here. Stand right here. Okay, we each have a job to do. We do this right, we get a basket. We don't, we miss. When I tell you to go, you're going to bounce the ball, get it in your hand. Go. Whoa. Stop. Face that one. Throw the ball over your head and get it in your hands. Beautiful. A little less. Let's bring it back. Have you ever thrown the ball around your back? Okay, throw it around your back to him. Beautiful. Now, hold the ball. I am coming up the middle with my bike. You have an important job because you have to get the ball in my hands. So I'm coming up the middle, I'm going to put my hands up, I'm going to say throw it. When I say throw it right in my hands. Throw it. Perfect. Hopefully I catch it. If I do, I dunk it. You guys want to see that? Yeah. All right, let's see if we can get this done. Hold on. Now guys, we're all part of the same team. We all want to see this happen. Let's have some noise for our players. You guys ready? All right, my teammates, go ahead, throw the ball around. Remember your job. Around your back. Good. Hold the ball. Throw it. Let me have a big hand for my teammates. You guys can go back to the seats. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Awesome. Now, one more thing about teamwork. You can have the best team in the world. You can try your hardest. You're not always going to win. You're not always going to do things right. If you make a mistake, what's the first thing you do? What is it? I can't even hear you guys. What'd you say? Try again. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I hear that all the time, though. Before you do that, though, that's something that I would expect to hear from someone a little younger. Before you do that, though, figure out what you did wrong. If you can find out what your mistakes are, you're less likely to make them again. Then once you know what you're doing wrong, figure out, do I practice something? Do I do something different next time? Was it a random thing I couldn't help? Then try again. But always follow that process and make less mistakes. Now, let me tell you this, all right? One more thing, I got about 7 or 8 minutes left, all right? When I was in 4th grade, I had a teacher who meant a lot to me. This woman pointed me in the direction I went in my life. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be who I am today. I owe her a lot. When I was in 4th grade, I never told her thank you for anything. When I was 30, 5 years ago, I was looking back at my life, thinking about all the people that helped me become who I am. My parents, my brothers and sisters, coaches, best friends, my wife. There's a lot of people. One of the people right at the top of my list was my 4th grade teacher. I said to myself, I'm going to go back and let her know how important she is. I got in my car. The next day, I drove over to the school I went to as a kid. Brought some flowers with me. I stopped at the flower store. Guys, women love flowers. I don't know how I can tell you that any clearer. Put that up with your alphabet or something. I get to the school to find out she didn't work there anymore. She had retired. I asked one of the other teachers if they knew I could find her, someone I knew. She said, yeah, I've got a phone number and her address. I said, can I have it? She said, sure. If I can have those flowers. Here you go. So I got the phone number and the address. I went home, called her up. Her phone was disconnected. It's okay, I had her address. I wrote her a letter, a nice letter, 2 pages long, telling her how important she was and asking her to contact me. And I waited. 2 months go by, nothing. I said, what if the letter got lost? Sent another one, and I waited again. 2 months go by again, nothing. I said, well, maybe she doesn't want to talk to me. So like me and that guy in the store. So I went on with my life. 2 weeks later, letter comes in the mail. Wasn't from her, it was from her daughter. Nice letter. Thanking you for the success of my mom that died 5 years ago. This woman was one of the most important people to my success. I never got a chance to thank her. Because of that, I'd like everyone to remember a couple last things here before you move on to your next, your next seminar wherever you're going. Number one, there's going to be some mean people in the world. It's going to happen. Life's not perfect. Just because someone's mean to you should not affect how you live your own life. Okay? If you set your standards high and you treat people the way you want to be treated, you're going to be a very happy person, all right? On the flip side of that, there's going to be a lot of nice people. Don't be misled. You'll never ever count how many nice people are on this world. If someone does something nice for you, the least you can do is give them a quick thank you. And it doesn't have to change your life. It can be anything, okay? If someone holds a door for you, thank them as you pass through it. Thank the people who give you food. Thank your teachers every day when you leave their classrooms, all right? Thank your parents for what they do. Thank the people that take care of you every day. Most of all, tell people about that you love them, all right? Because it's going to mean a lot to them. And one day you're not going to get a second chance to do that. Now, because of what happened between me and my teacher, and it bothers me a lot, I have one more stunt that I want to do, and I want to get some appreciation for the adults here while I do this stunt. Okay, and after this stunt, you guys are going to be on your merry way here. Let me have one adult volunteer who wants to help me out. Come on up, this guy way up top, come here. Come on down. How's it going? Chris. Nice to meet you, Jack. Okay, now, you're not going to be singled out. You never do that to anybody. Another adult want to be his partner? You pick. Your life, your world. I just live in it. No, it's your life. You pick whoever you want. It's here. Who do you want? One adult, fine. Who wants to help this guy out? You need a partner. This guy right here? All right, come on out here. Perfect. Now, you get the tough job because you forced him out here. How's it going, Chris? Nice to meet you, Joey. All right, why don't you stand right on that white line? We'll face that way, because that's where you came from, and you get the tough job. Stand right next to him. Perfect. Sit down on the ground, guys. Put your legs out straight, and lay down. You guys want me to jump these two? All right. Wait a minute. Are you guys here with someone tonight? They have the keys in case you need to get home, right? I'm just messing with you. All right. Seriously. I'm coming this way. I'm going to leave the ground here. I'm going to land out there. Everything will be cool. We'll shake hands. You guys will be on your merry way. Now, guys, I'm doing this for a reason. A lot of people do a lot of work, okay, number one, to get in here. I don't just like drive up down the street going, gee, maybe they'll let me ride my bike in here today. A lot of people do a lot of work setting this up. People bring in here. People set things up. A lot goes into this. I want you to make some noise, show some appreciation for all the people that made this night possible, including the people that brought you here, by making some noise for these two guys. Can you guys do that for me? All right, guys. Arms down, legs down, legs down. Do not move, but get a little closer together. Not that good. I'm just kidding. I'm just joking. All right, here I come, guys. Get this set up. Ready? Last step for you. Here we go. Go. Let me have a big, huge hand for my two volunteers. Give it up for these guys. Thank you very, very much. Thank you very, very much. Thanks a lot. Thanks. One other thing, guys. All right, as you probably already know, you've got guides over here. They've got signs, so wherever you're supposed to go, follow them. I know that I have a group that's going to be here. If you're going to be in my group, we're all going to switch into one bleacher over here.